are always competing, all in favour of making sure that penalties are put on the race that they've got them in, as other leagues do, Twig, as we know.
Yeah.
Rather than putting them on next race, which I don't even know what the next race is, but let's say, for example, I mean I can quickly find it, the next race after this is Austria. So, you know, if you get a 10-second penalty tonight, you might still win this race, but you're then right at the back at Austria. What's the point in racing? Yeah, so yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, definitely a good point. Why is Aki in spectator mode?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm gonna cancel it.
they changed the host options again.
Okay.
Are you the host? You're not the host, are you?
No, I'm not the host, but me pressing not ready up has just reset everyone. So hopefully they can put their cars in. Again. Australia has a chance of rain, Twig. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's weird because I just did a league before this and my throat is kind of like not too bad now. I woke up this morning in the afternoon and going through the day I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to be able to speak tonight. But it's actually not too bad. Oh, I need to start the broadcast, don't I? So we got 17. Conrad and make 18. Wait, we got 20?
I don't know. I did say 19.
19, 20, 21, 22. Oh.
Aki's actually in a car now, which is nice.
That's good, yeah. So we got 17, still 17. Jazzy and Joe to put in. How many have we got then? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 17. We just need Jazzy, Jeff and Joe to go in their cars.
Yeah, I've already even started my stream, so I haven't even done a proper intro, but we'll do one.
Shall I start my... Oh yeah,
We'll do one as soon as we get to the pits. We'll do one.
We could get the F1 music. Wait, see if I can... Let's sort this out, Twig.
Just play the F1 music.
Wait, let me see if I can... I got a video on YouTube, yeah, I saved it on my favourites, and it's got the F1 music, the intro music, and then the starting good music, which we definitely don't need. But do I have it still? No, I should have it somewhere. I think I do have it, wait. They're like... It's nothing on, to be honest. Mate, we're ready.
We're ready, just wait for Jeff and Joe.
Lol. I love the F1 music, it's sick. We could actually do it for the start of the stream, couldn't we? Just for a bit of a... Good. What race is it, Twig?
Round 8.
Round 8.
Round 8.
VFL. Oh, put VFLL. GP1. Round... That'll be sick.
Go for it.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, is your stream on, yeah?
Yeah. Has been for a while.
Yeah. Has been for a while, he says. Oh, the interviews were quite interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll discuss that at some...
Oh yeah.
I got copyright last time I used this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We are here for some Albert Park action, round 8 of the VFL series, season number God knows. Joining me this evening is Mr. Twig.
Good evening, everyone.
As per usual. And welcome to the qualifying session where these drivers will be trying to post their quickest times and maybe on a tyre of their strategy choice. The music is going on because we don't need it. And I'm very excited. I'm sure Twig is too. The clouds look a little bit overcast.
They do indeed. If any of the drivers, of course, are watching either of our streams, do let us know a weather report. But there will be a chance of rain. You can't rule it out in Australia.
Absolutely. Who's first? Right, I haven't seen JMLC before.
No, I was going to say exactly the same thing.
So he's partnered with Lego?
With Lego.
And I got told it was Latifier or something like that. Letitia? Is he on the list? Conrad said something about Latifier, Letitia. I don't know if he was talking about the footballer, Matt Letitia, but he was certainly discussing his teammate. But anyway, he's teammates with Lego, so he's in for. Well, he goes wide, so not going to be the best start to a lap of Australia. But let's take you on the lap very quickly. Everyone knows this track. It's the first track of the calendar season. DRS zone down to turn 1, a mini chicane out to 2, DRS zone down to 3 as well. And this is technically a street circuit, kind of, Twig, isn't it? A little bit.
Technically, yeah.
A little bit. Down to turn 3, we'll see a couple of dive bombs there, I'm sure. Turn 4, left-hand turn. Turn 5, fully flat out when you're doing your proper quali lap, as he's a little bit slow at the moment. Down to turn 6, 90 degrees to the right. Turn 7, a little kink to the left. Turn 8, a little kink to the right. Down to turn 9, where Lewis Hamilton tried to chase Vettel in 2018 but went wide. Rip. Turns 9 and 10 go there. Down the it's not, I mean they class it as a straight, but it's definitely not. Down to turn 11, the best part of the track, the point where we'll see some collisions, 11 and 12 through that fast section. Down towards the next DRS zone for turn number 13, 90 degrees to the right. Down to 14, one tap of the gear, then flat out. 15 as Ryan's beginning his lap. 16th for final corner, fully flat out if you have a traction. And that is a lap of Australia. Looking at the 120s maybe, Twig, maybe.
Yeah, I think it is the low 120s. I've got a feeling it's like 121,
yeah.
Or maybe dippy. I'm not sure.
Is a 20.4.
Okay, so yeah, probably about 121, either under or just above. But there we go. ISL toast 121.7.
Bang on
Getting there
schedule.
already.
Oh. Turn 6. 3 cars piled up, and all of them have retired. Now in real life,
no, JMLC's with them. He was one of them involved.
Still 3 have retired. Lily, Joe, and Ryan. So.
Oh, Lily's lost it somewhere else.
Oh. But if I was going to turn 6, they'd already come out of 5. What? They'd already come out of 5. Unless I'm being stupid.
So Ryan, Joe, JMLC were all involved, and then Lily White further round the track has crashed out as well.
Yeah.
So we're down to 14 already.
Basically, I'm going to try and find my commentary notes for Australia, because I know I did some. Just don't know where they are. I'll try and find that as soon as possible. As Big Dave has an invalidation, and no, we can't just going off at turn 13. I think that's just to get out of the way of everyone. And a lot of drivers coming back into the pits as we speak. Lego Minecraft is nearly losing his back end. Conrad might be on a quick lap, not too sure.
He's just invalidated his.
That makes sense.
Trying to find someone that is on a lap that's valid. J Bob is on a lap. J Bob is coming through, just coming up to the final sector.
Where are my Australian notes? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I knew they were there somewhere. 2 pages of notes for the intro music when I did those videos. Might do a proper intro tonight, Drew. What we're feeling?
Oh yes, please.
Why not? Bit of music, bit of an intro script. Then we'll be halfway through a formation lap. Martin Bundle comes in. Lego Minecraft is backwards to a wall. Love to see it. And J Luke is pretty slow. Excuse me, just doing a couple of laps on the hard sides to get himself sorted. Go on.
Lego's out. 3rd sector.
He is now, so he did say he will be starting at the back though. So maybe that is his curve.
So I've asked in the chat about what happened with that big pile-up. And
yeah.
Joe said that he span and was waiting for cars to pass, and then Ryan came and just T-boned him while he was literally idle. And JMLC said he was behind and tried to miss them, but obviously got caught up in it. So it's an absolute mess.
I'm going to try and write out a quick script for this intro, because the intro that I did was for Racemen, and obviously they do calendar in order. So I was discussing Australia to be the start of the season, but this one's in the middle.
It is indeed. And Mini Godbold has just gone 2nd on the mediums, 122.1, and it's a Merc 1-2 right now. Let's have a look. Who else is on a lap at the moment? Jimmy Allen. Is he on a lap? No, he's not on a lap. Oh, Jay Frotcher's gone into the wall and he's facing the wrong way. Just at the end of sector 1. He's back on track, facing the right way, and hopefully he can get his lap started again. Aki comes in with a 1:55.3, that's 30 seconds plus off the pace. So something's majorly gone wrong on that lap, so he's going to give it another go.
Tiny bit.
Just a tiny tad, he was so close, so close. Conrad is currently on a lap. Let's keep with him. He's set a purple sector 1. See, I don't know if they haven't set a time, when it goes purple, is that just them setting a fastest personal? Or should it just go green?
No, because he's purple, is it not purple, is that it?
And we've lost another car. Jazzy Jet. What is going on here? I mean, I've had no reports of any ice or anything on the track. Like, what is it? It's Australia, people. It's Australia. Come on.
I'm just trying to do my script at a minute.
Yeah, don't worry. There's not much going on. There's not a lot of cars on the track for anything to go on. But Conrad's coming over the line. And he actually goes fastest. He's the first car to go into the 120s, and he's put a 120.926 in for the McLaren. That was interesting there actually. LRB went fastest, and then Conrad went fastest, and then Aki has come in 2nd fastest. So the Mercs have dropped to 4th and 5th place respectively. Big Dave! Coco Boom. Petition to bring back Coco Boom. I want it. He's on the softs, so he's coming up to the end of sector 1. So that didn't go purple. So he's not on a fastest first sector. He's got a couple of cars in his way here. He has gone purple for sector 2 though. So I didn't actually clock how far ahead he is on his time. But we'll keep with him. Oh, as he just goes slightly wide, dipping a tyre into the gravel. And he's fighting the car around these last few turns. What's he going to put in? Coco Boom, Big Dave, goes 5th fastest and splits the most. Right, sorry, I was just checking the... Ryan's just clarified that Joe was sideways and he crashed into him, so that's that all sorted and cleared up. Toast is currently on a lap. We'll leave him be just for now, come back to him at the end of that lap. J-Bob, I think, has just gone 8th fastest. People are now moving on to the softs. Only Jimmy Allen and Nice and Spicer, oh, and Jay Frotch actually are on the mediums now. So a lot of people have dropped as JMLC takes a spin out the quick left-right just after the long bendy straight. Because it's not straight, as you said, Jack. It's definitely not straight. It's almost criminal to call it straight. Oh, and JMLC has lost it again. Not doing too well. So Jay Frotcher, he's about to complete a lap on the mediums. I wonder if he's going to have time to come out onto a pair of softs. Oh, he might not need to. I wasn't expecting that. He's gone 3rd fastest. A 121.1, and that's not a bad lap from him. Toast, where's Toast? He's on a lap. Have I missed? I think I missed Toast's end of his lap. But he has gone 2nd fastest with a 121.061. So Conrad is the only car so far that's managed to break into the 120s. Oh, Jay Frotcher. Jay Frotcher's facing the wrong way again. I don't know what he's doing. He managed to turn himself around. And he's turned himself around again.
Do you know what season this is? Is it season 1?
Season 2. Jay Frotcher's now parked on the side. I have no idea what this racing point is doing, so let's just leave him be to do as he pleases. Aki just starting a lap, just loses it on turn 2, and he might have front wing damage, and that could potentially be his session over. So there we go, Jay Frotcher has been disqualified for parking on the track. Never allowed. So now he's starting at the back. And he was 2nd or 3rd. He was 3rd. This has actually been one of the most odd qualifying sessions I've ever witnessed.
I've been watching it, to be honest. I've just been writing away. I'm sure you'll keep up.
Well, Joe said qualifying was his only chance of practice, and he got absolutely smashed out, so
Right.
it's unfortunate. But we have got a weather report for the race, and it's saying sunny to overcast to rain.
Oh.
But it says rain plus 45 minutes, so I don't think
Hey, if it's a safety car, mate. Hey, from career mode, I have learned that means earlier than 45 minutes.
Well,
We'll see.
well, it could happen. I had it in my league that I run, first race of the season. The rain came with about 5 or 6 laps left, so you never know.
Absolutely.
It could spice things up. I mean, you couldn't really. This qualifying session's been spiced up just by the drivers alone. But you never know what's going to happen in the race. Conrad's currently on another lap, occupies pole for the moment with just over 1 minute left. Cars are getting out of his way. He's coming round. Oh, he goes slightly wide on the second to last turn. Is he going to improve his time? I don't think so. I think that's cost him. And it has. He hasn't improved. But is he going again? I think he's going again. He is. He hasn't got a lot of ERS, but he is going to give it another go. So everyone pretty much is on their last laps. Who's going to be first? NLB may get over the line to try another one. I don't think he's going to have enough fuel or ERS to try another one though. So let's watch NLB as he comes round the final turn. Alfa Romeo clips the wall. Is that going to cost him chance the pole? It has, and he goes 121 flat. Next to come across the line, JMLC. He does improve, but stays 12th. Nice and Spicer has crashed out. We've lost another one. Toast is either crashed out or retired. Who's coming over the line next? It's going to be J. Luke. Currently sits 10th. I'm sure he'll be wanting to get further up the grid.
Can you grab a screenshot of the standings just on your phone very quickly at the end and send it to me on the Twitch?
I can. Let me just have a look at what time Luke's going to put in. He goes 6th fastest. And I think yeah, that is it. So Conrad takes pole in Australia. Mini Godbold will be alongside him on the front row. And honestly, no offence, but I wasn't expecting Conrad pole. To me, that's a little bit of a not a total shock, but a little bit of a shock.
Not a total shock. Actually, I get the screenshot on the PS4. I just remembered I can do that.
Yeah, you all good for it?
Yeah, I should be okay. I've sorted being shot. I've just made a quick one up. We'll see how it goes. Don't run through the standings. I've got that prepared.
Awesome.
I've got it in the locker.
You mean the standings or the starting grid?
Yeah, the quali. Yeah, I've got that in the locker, mate.
Okay.
Let me take
Awesome.
a quick screenshot. Hopefully they can hear me if I take a screenshot and view that screenshot. So save screenshot. So will they hear me if I do it from that view or not? I'm not too sure. That's going to be a bit of a worry. Don't know. Probably won't, will it?
Oh, JMLC.
Wait, Twig, have you got a picture of the standings, yeah? After the intro, if I introduce you to cover the standing, and you can do that, yeah? Sweet.
The final grid.
The final grid, yeah. Have they got access to it?
What they just qualified there?
Yeah. Have they got access to it, yeah?
Oh, it'll be on the side. It'll be on the side.
Yeah, but you don't have their times, do you?
I don't have their times.
Rip. Right, I'm gonna start the music, big man. If that's alright.
You go.
Oh, cheers, mate. Let's get this intro done sooner rather than later. Hello, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Get ready to sit back, relax, and let tonight's action unfold in front of your eyes. Welcome to Race 8 and GP1 of the VFL calendar. 17 quick drivers this evening, all battering it out for the all-important Drivers and Constructors Championship, of which LRB and Lego, the two leaders, are separated by only 1 point. We're on our way through the 21 races, just in a different order. We had France last week, Austria next week, and in the summer, we'll be finishing in Singapore. Welcome to what will be the 25th time the Australian Grand Prix has been held in the real Formula 1. Here, though, in VFL, it's only the second. The track itself, 3.3 miles in length, features 16 corners, 6 to the left, 10 to the right, 3 GLSOs to help with the overtaking today, and we're sure there'll be some action at every single corner as well. The average lap speed, 147 miles per hour, and as Twig knows more than me, you're never too far away from the barriers at this circuit, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of accidents, incidents, collisions, and possibly a safety car too. There's also a chance of some light rain at the end of the race. Depending on strategies, safety cars and stuff. 3 dry tyre compounds in use. Softs, we've got mediums, 9/10 slower per lap, hard 1.5 seconds slower per lap. 18 minutes of qualifying has already taken place. So very, very quickly, as we're on the formation lap, let's have Twig take us through the grid.
So yes, we have the McLaren of Conrad starting on pole. Alongside him on the front row is Mini Godbold in the Mercedes. And then comes LRB, iStyle Toast, Aki, J Luke, Big Dave, Just Jazzy Jeff, J Bob, Jimmy Allen completes the top 10, Nice, Lily White, Joe, Ryan, Lego, Jay Frotcher, JMLC, and a latecomer, James Al.
Yes. And perfect timing. We're nearly at the end of the formation lap. Quick view on the tyres on your left hand side. Top 9, softs. Everyone's a soft actually, except Jimmy and mine, 10th and 14th respectively. What is that going to mean during this race? We have no idea. Twig, you might have said it already, but I forgot. Let's have a prediction. I think I'm going to say toast on this one.
I was close to saying the same, but I'm going to go Aki 3000.
Aki 3000, who's P5 at the moment, as James Owl lines his car up for the green flash. Let's not have a light glitch. Yes, I don't think we do. We have a green flash and we're ready to go racing in Albert Park. 5 lights are on ahead of the drivers. X lights out and away we go. Mini Godball gets away pretty poorly. LRB's already in P2, making good progress to turn 1. Conrad's going to lead from his pole position. Mini Godball takes the curve very wide out of turn number 1. Conrad led by Mini Godball. LRB toes AKY. Big Dave down to turn 3. The cars go.
Oh, there's a massive
LRB
group.
has had a bit of a, there's a couple of cars spinning, turn number 3, and that might have been caused by LRB trying to make a dive into turn 3. It didn't look very promising. Conrad leads, Toast is up 2 positions, LRB is now 3rd, AKY, Jelly, Jazzy, Jeff, a couple of changes early on. Mini Gobbo is now 17th, Twig.
Yeah, Mini Godbold seemed to lose the back end and it spun him into the middle of the track, and he's collected Big Dave, Coco Boom, and they are now at the back of the pack and will need to pit.
Yes, it's another yellow flag in sector 2, and that is it's a Toro Rosso of Lego Minecraft, who's gone round at turn number 9, I think, and he's definitely now at the back, if he wasn't already.
Yeah, I didn't see that myself, but that is a big shock. Not a driver you'd see making a mistake.
Yeah, I need to watch the stream back at turn 3, because LRB, it looked like LRB came in really like hot on the inside, really quick, couldn't brake in time, sent a couple of cars spinning, which then sent Mini Godbold and Big Dave spinning, as Conrad leads us on to lap 2, led by Toast, LRB, AKY, J Luke and Jazzy Jeff for your top 6. No immediate overtakes.
Oh, there's Nice and Spicer into the wall from turn 1, and Nice and Spicer is retired from the race.
He has retired, not the race Nice and Spicer would have wanted. He's a Williams driver, right?
Yes.
and he's the first driver to be DNF'd in the Australian Grand Prix. Toast is only just over a second from Conrad. He's up 2. AKY's up 2. Joe's up 6 already, Twig. James is up 7 in his Ferrari.
Yeah, there's been a few ups and down changes. A few incidents there in the first lap.
Lots of incidents. J-Luke in the Alpha looked to have been pretty close to AKY. It was only a 10th, but now it's back up to half a second as the main pack work their way down to turn 13. Lily White getting close to the gearbox of the Renault of J-Bob. Maybe he can make an overtake. Not this lap because we don't have any DRS, but potentially next lap.
Jay Frotcher's just moved us into 11th, having a little fight with the Ferrari of James Allen, and he's now having a look at the outside of Jimmy Allen. Jimmy Allen left him no room and he was forced onto the grass. But he's going to go for it here into turn 1. Sorry Jack, he's going to go up the inside the other Ferrari. He's up to 10th. Apologies.
No problem at all. We have DRS now. Conrad's gap is decreasing very slowly, but is okay for now. LRB 4-second gap to Toast in 3rd. AKY is on the back of LRB, and so is J-Luke. So the AKY being trapped by both Alfa Romeos a tiny bit, as J-Luke just takes turn 7 a little bit wide. So he's lost a little bit of time there. A couple of overtakes in the middle.
Oh yeah, Lily White and J-Bob were fighting it out, and JMLC, a couple places back, has binned it into the wall. Another driver.
JMLC has lost his right end plate, but he's still up 4 places, which is interesting.
Oh,
I can take the position change on. Ryan's gone for the heart. Can he go all the way? AKY, LRB getting very, very close. Through turns number 13 and 14. I saw an arrow go up, but I don't think they've changed position. Oh yeah, they have. Sorry.
They have, yeah.
Yeah, because AKY was sandwiched between the Alphas and AKY has got ahead. So AKY can now be let loose to chase down the Mercedes of Toast. Joe might have a look at Jazz and Jeff after turn 2 down to turn 3, but I think it's just too much of a gap to make it work.
No, yeah, he's following this Renault closely. It's not close enough yet. Plenty of time in this race.
Oh, Conrad has lost traction out of turn 5, and that has gifted Toast the lead. He's got grass on his tyres. He's going to struggle for a miniature amount of time, but yeah, he went through turn 5 fully flat out, Twig, and he just couldn't keep it off the curb. Couldn't keep it on the curb, sorry. Goes off the curb, and Toast, obviously at full speed, just takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix for now. But that gap was decreasing for a little bit.
It was indeed. It's also now decreasing that Aki has been released from the Alpha of LRB, and he's slowly cutting the gap down to the top 2.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a yellow flag, and that's a Merc. It's Minik Dobbot again at turn number 3 and 4. That's number 4 actually. So he's made the right turn out of 3, gone with the left at 4 and just gone wide. He's lost his left end plate. He's on the grass again out of turn 5. Minik Dobbot is really struggling in Australia.
Yeah, he's only returned from a little break away from the league last week. Last week didn't go well, and so far 5 laps in Australia, not going well at all.
Not at all. I think James out as okay, they're not actually overtakes, but J-Bob has come into the pits, and are they getting a front wing change ready? They're not.
He's gone on to the hard.
So he's gone on to, yeah, he can probably go the whole way. We'll see how that goes. The Alfa Romeo's LRB, J-Luke 4th and 5th respectively. J-Luke seems to be, I don't know if he's managing the pace or he's trying to catch his teammate. I'm not too sure quite yet, as I think JMLC just made a move.
He just come out the pits. No, he just overtook J-Bob, and J-Bob was coming out the pits. Sorry. Obviously, Lego Minecraft is all over the back of Ryan at the moment, trying to get past that Red Bull.
Nice. Will be a good little battle, 2 fast drivers. the rear end of the grid so far. Oh, hang on, Jimmy Allen Jimmy Allen and Ferrari might have just touched. There's no damage between them both, but there was a yellow flag, so they might have just touched, just a teeny weeny bit. But everything's okay on the Ferrari side. J-Luke's going to make his move on LRB into turn 1. Is LRB going to give him a position nicely as a teammate? Yes, he will. And J-Luke, the Alfa Males are swapped positions, and J-Luke now goes into P4.
It was interesting that with the Ferraris, the Jimmy and James channeling their inner Charles and Seb Vettel. Oh, and Jazzy Jeff has gone wide. Turn 3, is that? Turn 4?
Yep, turn 3.
And he's gone into the gravel and he's lost a place to Lily White.
He's also lost an air plate, which is going to invite Jimmy Allen in as he goes wide at 5. Ferrari might make a move into turn 6. He knows Jazzy Jeff's got damage. Oh, look at that, he can't even turn. For turn number 6. He couldn't even turn. Jimmy Allen goes past him. The Ferrari of James out will want to get past him as soon as possible. Mini Godbold is having a horrible race. He's now been given a 3-second penalty, and the other Ferrari does get past Jazzy Jeff, who retires into the wall, and that is a safety car for Australia for the first time.
I'm not sure if I caught it. I was kind of daydreaming, I'm not gonna lie. I was on board with James, so I don't know if I caught that.
I was on board with James as well. Oh, that's a proper retirement. I hope it's not done on purpose. I hope it's just actually genuinely crashing.
Yeah, he was struggling to turn, wasn't he? So it wouldn't actually surprise me if he's generally gone into the wall there.
I think he probably has genuinely gone into the wall. Let's have a look at the pit stops. Hopefully no one gets held up. Oh, the Alfa Romeo's going to get held up by his teammate Amber Williams. That's an unsafe release, but it's all good. And Lily White gets a 5-second pen for speeding. Does he do that in the pits? Might have done. Let's let everyone come out and let's see where everyone is.
James has stayed out on softs. I'm not sure.
So hard's probably a sensible option, just in case a bit of rain does come up the end. To be fair though, even if the rain does come, I don't think there'll be enough time for it to be hard enough for people to start going on to the inters. It's going to come really late.
It's still very sunny. It's not overcast just yet. No.
Yeah. Awesome. So we have our first safety car of the Australian Grand Prix. Not a bad thing for Tosin Conrad. Short term, bad maybe. James is on softs. Long term, not bad. Probably would have done that myself. I think the safety car is going to do 7 and 8. So can the mediums do 21 laps? Yes, they can. Yeah, maybe they made the right decision. We don't know. But it gives us a bit of time to relax. It gives everyone time to catch up. Mini Golfball might be kind of back into it, too. A little bit.
Yeah, definitely. He'll be over the moon with this because I think he was already starting to be lapped.
Yeah.
So
he is. So he will be at the back, but at least he'll be with them.
Exactly, and he's got a second chance here on the Australian Grand Prix. Lego Minecraft and Ryan, 2 fast drivers back involved. Big Dave as well. So it's brought a lot of people back in, and James does pit now. I think he's realised that he should have really come in, and LRB has come in. Why is LRB coming? Is he serving a penalty? Sorry, I'm just going to stick on board. No. Oh, he is serving a penalty. He is. So he's serving a penalty, and he's changing from the hards that he just put on, and he's now putting a set of mediums on.
Yeah, probably right for you to do. Maybe. I don't know.
21 laps on the medium?
Definitely possible. Could have another safety car as well. I think that's a safe bet because if the rain does come, you'd rather have mediums than hards again, just about. just about.
And you would rather not have that penalty, bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, he's clear of penalties, so now he knows what he can aim for, which is better. Mini God balls just catch up the back of the map. Safety car will come in on lap 8. We will be led by Toast and Conrad and AKY onto lap 9 very, very shortly, where this race will get underway for a second time. Will we see another safety car before the end? Will we see a couple of cars have some incidents before the end? We've already lost 2 drivers. Will we lose any more?
It'll be 2 drivers I'm going to be watching here is Aki and Jay Lukes. They're both on the mediums, and the 2 guys at the front, Toast and Conrad, are both on hards.
Right.
So it'll be interesting.
Start this safety car then. You can have some front of the line commentary, and I'll drop to the midfield for a small bit as Gemma sees the 5-second pen. Twig, here we go.
Here we go. Toast has got us off to a flyer, and Conrad has already dropped Aki down to 1 second, and Jay Luke is nowhere near, so I don't think we're going to see any moves at the front into turn 1.
Well, that's been a move in the middle. Big Dave is wheel to wheel with the Red Bull of Wine going down to turn 1. He has the move. He can move to the left hand side, brakes late, and just about with a bit of dirt on the back of his tyres. Big Dave Kaboom goes into P10. I don't think the Red Bull is going to make a move into turn 3. It would be a bit ridiculous, and there you go. So we had 1 overtake.
Yep, and Jay Frotcher moved up ahead of Lily White into 6th, and Lego Minecraft moved up ahead of Jimmy Allen into 8th.
Lily White had a bit of a dirt action on his front left tyre out of turn 5, which allows Lego Minecraft to catch up to him a little bit. He's probably going to make a move down to turn 9, which goes on the inside line. Medium versus hards. Lego Minecraft short shifts as late as he can, goes wide. Lily White does perfectly, reads that Lego broke a bit too late, gets his P7 back. That allows the Ferrari of Jimmy Allen to come into play. And there's a bit of a furry just going to turns 11 and 12 who we need to keep an eye on.
We do indeed. There's a big group of cars sticking together here.
So Lego Minecraft has done his late braking again. Think he's got the move on Lily White, but no. Lily White's still sticking in there with his tyres. Lego goes wide onto the gravel of turn 14, just about keeps it in. Goes wide a little bit at 15 again. Lily White seems to be doing pretty well, Mark. Oh, but he goes up a curb, and with a racing point round, and that is AKY. After turn 16, he's spun his car 90 degrees round, and he's gone from, don't know, third to 15th place. JMLC has had an accident at 15 as well. He's going to come into the pits and probably retire. And AKY's race is turned right around as LRB gets a move on J-Bob into turn 3. The retirement's in the pits, so there's no problem with that. And yeah, just action everywhere at the moment.
That is a real shame for Aki, and he's gone past the pit, so he's obviously going to have to do a full lap with damage. So that could be race over. He's got to be hoping for a safety car now for sure.
Absolutely. Toast leads, led by Conrad. J Luke top 3, Joe 4th, Jay Frosher 5th, Lego 6th, Lily 7th. Those are top 7s for now. There's a burp very close to the Ferrari, and that's Minnie Gobbo and James. If Minnie Gobbo gets a good exit out of 11 and 12, he might have a good go. James is on the Ferrari going very quick and gets away from the motor there, so Minnie Gobbo a little bit slow through that section, which is meant to be quick. DRS is back on after the safety car. We'll see if we've got any overtakes down the straight. I don't think Big Dave is close enough to Jimmy. I don't think any of the cars, Jay Forsher and Joe, I don't think they're close enough either. No immediate overtakes at the moment. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Jay Forsher is getting a tiny bit closer to Joe.
Yeah, Jay Forsher is looking like he's got good pace today. Big Dave is also looking quite fast here. So two drivers I think are going to keep an eye on.
Lego will have to pit again. He's already done 9 laps on the mediums. Big Dave will have to pit again probably, unless they can do some magic. J-Luke is half a second behind Conrad. Will we see an overtake shortly? I don't know, but we can remain on board with it. As J-Luke, never mind, J-Luke cuts turn 11 too much for F1's liking, and he gets a 3-second pen. And he stays behind Conrad down to 13.
Oh, here goes Big Dave on Jimmy Allen up the inside. He got a great exit out of turn 11, I believe that was. And he's gone up the inside of the Ferrari and he's moved himself up to 8th.
Got to be careful with Jimmy behind with the DRS very soon. J-Luke has a lot of speed. He's going to have Conrad down into turn 1. That's for start finish straight. Will he have enough traction to do it? He brakes late. Conrad tucks his nose in first. Ryan has crashed inside. No, he's not. It's the pits. It's the pits, I think.
It's the wall.
It pits or start
it's the
finish
wall.
side? It's the wall. And J-Luke has just got past Conrad. And virtual safety car has just come up at the right time as J-Luke just got past. So Ryan, guessing, wasn't in the pits. It was outside the pits.
Pretty much exactly the same as Aki 3000. Past the pits, going down the home straight, and he's lost it on the curb on the outside. And yet, obviously J-Luke got ahead of Conrad, and while that was going on, Jay Frotcher also got ahead of Joe into turn 1 just behind them.
Good stuff.
So
Right,
we're down to 14.
Yeah, we'll wait for the Joe safety car to end before we continue with the intervals. AKY, how a race can change. Jeez. How many got on board as well? He was up there. Joe, 3-second pen for corner cutting. What happened between Toast and J-Luke? Toast was 3 seconds ahead, now he's 0.3. I have no idea what's just happened. But the Alfa Male is right on the gearbox of the Mercedes, and he has medium tyres as well. He's got 2 DRSs. Toast struggles for grip out at 16, and that's going to allow the Alfa Male to just fly past. He took too much curb with his right tyre, and it just made his Mercedes spin that little bit. J-Luke gets his nose into turn 1, leads the Grand Prix on a medium set of tyres. However, luckily J-Luke gets DRS as well. If he didn't have that DRS, he was in a bit of trouble. Toast tucks in for second, Conrad third, now he tapped the gearbox of Toast, Frosher fourth, Lego fifth. Oh, where's Twig?
Oh, sorry, I'm here, yes. Yeah, Lego Minecraft got ahead of Joe into 5th, and Lego Minecraft is now on the tail of Jay Frotcher.
It's crazy, because about 10 minutes ago, Toast was quicker than Conrad. But here, Conrad, on my heart, looks like he's got a bit of a quicker pace than Toast. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next couple of laps. But we got a pack of, 6 at the front, I think? Oh no, 5, yeah, 6. So we got 6 cars really close together. As is a safety car, as LRB in turns 11 and 12 has gone off with the Alfa Romeo. Who was it? He went off with Lily White. But he wasn't with Lily White. Lily White was.
Might have been collected, yeah. Might have been collected.
Oh dear. So LRB, when we ask him a question of are you going to stay top of the Drivers' Championship, that is a big no now. And we have another safety car in the Australian Grand Prix. Definitely was a safety car. Both cars were middle of track. Conrad gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Toast. J-Bob gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And yeah, a couple of people coming in the pits. Jimmy, Big Dave, J-Bob, and the second safety car of the race, Twig.
It is, and once more, Mini Godbold has been giving another lifeline because he was way off the back, and Aki is obviously now back into the fold as well, so 2 relief drivers there.
obviously the positive thing for us commentators is that the grid now gets mashed together. So we can have some good, fast-paced, close-action racing to go. The safety car is going to do 14 and 15, so we will be back for 16, where there will be 14 laps of fast racing to go. And don't forget to 2 safety cars, just adding to that time that the rain's coming. If you go on board with J-Luke now, you can see the clouds, lots of clouds have started to appear now.
I was literally about to make the same point. It is very overcast, it's looking gloomy.
Now, I think everyone's been asking Jeff, because a lot of people have gone on the soft tweet. So has Jeff said 10 minutes or something like that?
Let's
because
have a look.
Those soft tyres could probably go for about 15 minutes now.
They could indeed. Well, none of the top... None of the top 5 who are on hards and mediums respectively have not gone into the pits, so that might tell you something there. But yeah, the rest, pretty much all of the rest have gone on to soft. So we could see the rain. We could still see the rain.
We could see the rain, but not only that, we could see some overtakes, because you got 6th, 7th, 8th on fresh softs and mediums, and don't forget these drivers at the front are on hards, apart from J-Luke of course, but 2nd to 5th are on hards, and they've been used a tiny bit. Lots of different tyre changes, lots of different strategies. What we do know is that all the cars will have recharged their batteries. They'll have their fuel ready to burn on which once we get this race started. Everyone's caught up now, just Lily White and Mini Godboy just tucking in at the back. We started with 18 and we are down to 13, and we've technically only just done half of the race.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting at the restart, because Jay Frotcher is one of the cars that has shown really good pace here so far, and obviously we know Lego Minecraft's abilities. He's won the past 3 or 4 races, so we know these 2 drivers are going to give a fight to the ones in front. And the safety car, as you said, is coming in this lap.
So the drivers, J-Luke is in front of all the drivers. He'll be leading our safety car this time. In his Alfa Romeo, his teammate is out. That was LRB, the person who caused the safety car. I'd love to see what happened. I'm sure he's got a clip at the end of the race. I'm sure lots of drivers will have a clip. Lily White gets a 5-second pen for a collision with AKY as J-Luke steps on the power in a minute through turn 16, and J-Luke is going to start the second restart of the Australian Grand Prix. Toast, Conrad, Joe. The Williams and Joe might have a tuck in to turn 1 here to win. The wheel-to-wheel through turn 1 and 2. Conrad does well to use the curve on the outside, but Williams and Joe is still sticking in there. He's going to try down to turn number 3 on the outside, and Conrad does well again to snuck his McLaren in, goes wide a little bit. Joe has to tuck in again. And Jay Fosher, he's passed Joe into turn 5, and the only reason he got past there is because he could go full power on his soft tyres. Jay Fosher will be hunting Conrad down. He might even make a move to turn 9. Can he make 2 moves in 2 turns? Let's find out. Down to the inside of turn number 9, but he's as late as he can. Conrad sticks his McLaren in though, and Joe gets past as well. With a good exit, he might also try down the straight to turn 11, but he won't have enough traction. So Jay Fosher has gone from a possible +2 to a -2.
He has indeed. I think Conrad just hit the wall on the entry, trying to get as much of an entrance into that turn, and now Joe's going to have a look at the inside. Not going to make the move though. Jay Frosher is waiting to bounce though, and here he goes. Round the outside, and oh, here comes Lego Minecraft as well. Lego Minecraft is ahead of the Williams of Joe.
Absolutely. Jay Fosher does not have DRS. We've just had a safety car, so the only way he's going to overtake is battery, outline speed and power, but he gets a good outline from turn number 1 and 2. Can he get past for McLaren down to zone 3, trying to get that 16, but he's not going to have enough, and he needs to get past Conrad. Conrad takes turn 3 too wide, and that allows for a racing point of Jay Foster to get that place, and he's done it early doors. Jay Foster's on to toast as soon as possible.
There's rain. There's rain.
Wow.
That's not just me, is it? That's not just me.
I told you it would have been 45 minutes. I didn't see the rain glitch, but I do see rain as Lego Minecraft dives to the inside of the turn number 9 and get that move. I can't even speak on Conrad. But Joe also gets a move on Conrad. Conrad just lost 2 places in one corner.
Yeah, it's not a good restart from Conrad. He's obviously struggling on these hards, not finding them very good.
Oh, the car off twig. It's Big Dave. Haas, he's off at turn 12. It's another safety car. And the problem is, depending on how wet this rain is, people will have to pit after. People don't know how hard it's going to be.
Oh,
it could be just like
going in.
that light rain where you don't need to change the inters, or the rain where you need to change the inters. You don't know. I did a Cremo race, it light rained in Germany for 30 laps, but we didn't change tyres because it wasn't wet enough. He's going on the inters already.
4 of them have gone on.
They're expecting a bit of rain to come.
Ooh.
But this might have worked perfectly for them, because if it does, the safety car's going to be here for 5 minutes. AKY's gone full wet.
Oh no, that's got to be a mistake. That has to be a mistake. There's no way you put on wets.
AKY's race is in absolute tatters in Melbourne because it's not going to be wet enough. It's not even wet enough for inters, but it might be after the safety car. You know what? If this safety car's going to be out for what, 4 or 5 minutes? If the rain gets wet enough in 5 minutes, Jay Lucas made a good decision. I think. I want to say he has. Don't forget the top 2 are pitted as well. Would Toast have pitted if Jay Lou didn't? That's a question.
That's a very good question. We'll remember that one for the podium interview.
AKY. He can't even turn
I
his
know.
car.
There he goes.
Oh, he's lost it! And he's gonna have to pit for new wing AKY. Yeah, he's left. Yeah,
he's just yeah.
He shouldn't have left. Should have just retired his car. But yeah.
And now, will 1st to 7th, will they pit? Surely they've got to. Surely.
It depends on where it goes though. Remember, light rain doesn't always mean inters, and that's a fact. However,
but the weather report said heavy rains.
Oh, did it? Ah, I didn't
see. Surely they've got to do it now, but Jay Frotcher's staying out.
Lego is as well, and Lego knows what he's doing most of the
Conrad.
time. Conrad comes into a mix.
Jimmy.
J-Bob doesn't. Jimmy does. Mini Gobball doesn't. He's just a mix of cars. And the thing is, if you're driving at safety car speed, your tyres, and even if you're going inters, which you're not meant to do at this dry, they're not burning out because you're not going quick anyway.
No.
They're not being worn, but the carcass isn't going up. Surely.
But this 5 now, surely, like if the rain gets harder, which it has, it did say it will on the weather report, they're going to lose so much more time pitting after the safety car than doing it under the safety car.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they do.
I mean, listen, they got Jeff. Not that he's a reliable source, but we don't have that. A safety car might do. No, it won't do. I should say it might do because AKY is on the back. Wait, he's put wets on again. Oh, it's a safety car.
He's put wets on again.
It's alright. He's not in his car. He left the session. Why is his team putting wet?
Ridiculous. So maybe is that a sign then that heavy rain will come?
Maybe, but the F1 wouldn't do it that early. As you can see, the rain is coming down a little bit. I thought it'd tell you the safety car is in right now. No?
I thought it does.
I thought it does. So maybe the safety car doing one more, these guys probably should pit to him. But they should have done it 2 laps ago. Because if Jay Fosher pits to him, he's going to come out of the back.
He will.
And same with Mini Godball. The safety car is doing another lap. Wow. Yeah, all because AKY isn't called, but he's not even in the lobby. Good. They're struggling.
Are they coming in?
There you go.
There we go.
Should have done it 2 laps ago. Look, you can't even drive on softs.
Oh, Lego! Lego!
What?
Lost his front wing going into the pits. Completely lost the back end, and he's lost his front wing. That's going to cost him. I mean, they're under the safety car, but they're going to have to replace the wing.
So he's going to be at the back of the people that went in.
Yeah, he's going to be at the back, and he was second going in there.
The wing ready? Yep.
Yeah, the wing's ready. Oh dear. So Lego will be at the back. Aki's coming again. Aki is coming again.
This
If
is
it enters for Aki.
4th stop.
It is enters for Aki. Right, the team's got it right this time.
Yes.
Good on you, racing point.
Good on you.
Good work.
Point. 4th time lucky. Good stuff. 3rd time lucky. I want to drive.
Is he back in the car?
So look at the spray twig already. So look at J Luke's spray at the back of his car. So it's definitely wet. Definitely light rain. Definitely Inter's conditions. I think even if heavyweight comes right now, I think the Inters will be fine to the end. So this is an all-out brawl. Who can drive in the light rain conditions? Because look at the grid, Twig, right? If we do a quick position change, because I don't think we'll have to pit again. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yep.
So James
Wow.
Twig is up 15 places.
Oh my lord.
He's gone from 18th to 3rd, and he's in the same boat as everyone else. He's got Inters on, and he's got a win.
He didn't even do qualifying.
Jay Fosher is up 10. Toast is up 2. Jay Luke's up 5. Jimmy's up 5 as well, so is Joe. J-Bob has somehow stayed exactly the same. Lego's up 4. He's got a lot of work to do. The problem is now, Twig, there's no GLS. The track is already difficult to overtake on. So this is literally going to be driver's level and a lack of mistakes.
It will indeed, and J Luke will set us off for lap 21.
Yeah, 21. 9 official racing laps to go. The Ferrari is already competing with Conrad in the McLaren down to turn 1. We don't want to see any stupid incidents early on. Conrad makes a move on the Ferrari. He takes P3 for now as James struggles for traction. His Ferrari teammate Jimmy Allen just behind, moving down to turn number 3. He's going to stay away from his teammate whilst making sure James Foster doesn't get a nose into turn 3.
He had a good look, didn't he?
Totally different racing now, totally different driving styles. I did a career mode in Hungary. I did 70 laps of Hungary before, and traction medium, I swear to God, is best for rain. You wouldn't even think it. 100%. Gives you less traction, but so better outbound speed. Jay Fosher splits for Ferraris now. 5th place, Jimmy Allen, 6th, Mini Godball, 7th. He's doing better than what he was before. Joe 8, J-Bob 9th, could put him in the top 10. Lily White, J Luke's still got a second lead over.
It's very tight. Top 8 are all within a second of each other at the moment, and Lego Minecraft has just got himself ahead of Lily White. Just about. Just about. I don't know.
Good stuff. Jay Fosher has made his move on the Ferrari down to turn 13, and he gets that move solidly done in the locker. He's now P4. The Ferraris both 5th and 6th respectively. All the drivers pretty close, and listen, like I said, we can't use DRS, so it is all driving skill, battery and fuel and exits.
It is indeed. J-Bob has come into the pits. I wonder why that is. He was 2 seconds off of Joe. Oh, it's a front wing change. Oh no, gone onto the wets.
Oh, sound right. Conrad makes a dive into turn 3 on Toast, and he gets the move. He blocks Toast off on the left-hand side to ensure that he can't get the other line. And Conrad, he's now into P2. I think Conrad's fancying this.
He is just a bit, and the Ferraris were just having a little battle themselves, and Mini Godpole tried to take advantage of it, but he's come out worse than when he went in, and Joe has got past him into 7th.
Jake Forster tried to make a move on toast into turn 6, didn't quite pay off. He's gone wide at 9 a little bit, that's going to cost him a little bit of time. Not too much of a Ferrari's behind. Joe, what's gone? Oh wait, Jimmy Allen's off twig, turn him at 10. Just lost a bit of traction on my left hand side, so he's gone from 6th to 10th now. And J-Bot's put where, Tom? Oh, and he's lost it into turn 6. And he's lost his full front wing. He's got no traction to get the car back on track. And J-Bob might as well retire the car. Fortunately, Lego Minecraft has made a move on Mini Godbold. I say that, but Mini Godbold gets chucked back in again, down to 15. There you go.
J-Bob has left the session. Minecraft's not going to give up on this though. He's going around the outside of the last turn, and they are side by side. Going down to turn 1. Lego's on the outside, Mini's defending the inside. Can they go do a nice little switchback? He's going for it, and that is a very nice move on the Mercedes. And
He's Mini Godboard's gone as well.
He's gone.
Mini Godboard and Lily White have both. Well, Mini Godboard's lost his tyre. Lily White's trying to do a 3-point turn. I don't know what happened. I don't think Lily White crashed into Mini Godbold. I might be saying something stupid there, but I thought Lily White lost traction anyway. Oh, stand by, come on, might make a dive into turn 9. He doesn't do so, but he's so close to Jamie. Safety car again. What?
Where?
It was
Is that Mini Godbold?
It was Mini Godbold, just late. It was a late safety car. We're going to have a mad ending to this Grand Prix.
Wow.
That's not a bad thing for us. To be fair, it's not a bad thing for the drivers. It bunches everyone back together. The safety car's going to do 24-25, so we're going to have 4 laps left. Wow.
So I believe Lego Minecraft done the switchback on Mini Godbold, and Lily White tried to follow Lego through and make the move himself.
Yeah.
And him and Mini Godbold made contact. I'm not sure if someone lost traction somewhere or someone weaved one way or the other, but they've made contact, and Mini Godbold has come out worse.
Yeah, so we started with 18, we don't have 11th and 10th because they're not actually in their cars, so we've lost half of the grid. We only have 9 drivers left. This is the 3rd safety car of the Australian Grand Prix. What a scintillating race it's been so far. And also, when the safety car does come in, we are in for a mad ending, and anyone can win this. I don't think many of the top 5 have penalties, to be honest.
I know. Shall I have a look? Let me have a look.
Go and have a look.
Let me have a look. Right, J. Luke, 1 penalty. Conrad, 2 penalties, but one was a 5-second penalty, and he stopped since. So that's probably just the 1 3-second as well. Toast hasn't got a penalty. Jay Frotcher hasn't got a penalty. James did have a 5-second penalty, but has pitted since as well. So I believe J. Luke and Conrad both have 3-second penalties, and the 3 behind them do not.
Right. We will trust your instincts for safety car. We'll be doing 1 more lap as predicted. We are in for a weird but fun ending in Melbourne. I did say before the race, Australia can't play, and that is absolutely proven true. Toast enters the pits, twig, and he's also got a 5-second perfect bit of corner, which he's going to do.
He's going on to wets as well.
To wets. Do you know what? I'll be honest, I don't think... Listen, it is wet. I think they'll be fine on the inters for now. It is heavy rain, you can see by the amount of droplets on your screen. I just think... How do I say it? It's like... Is he going to make places up using those wet tyres more than the inters, if that makes sense? Is he going to go
with 4 laps
10
left?
to 7? I just don't... Is he going to get more out of those wet tyres or not? Listen, we've got another safety car for a minute and a half yet. It is obviously quite clearly heavy rain. It's just not that much standing water. I mean, it was a bit, but I don't know. He also probably wanted to just get rid of that penalty as well. But yeah, it definitely is heavy rain. Is it heavy enough for a wet spell? There is a bit of standing water, to be fair, isn't there?
Oh, he's gone. He's out. Toast is out.
And there you go. And that is proof why you don't go to wets too early. But I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm a professional driver, because I'm not. But yeah, so we started with 18. We now have 8.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the Toast race over. Mini Golf Balls race over. Mercedes are getting no points. LRB's points are coming from J Luke. Red Bull's points are coming from no one. Jazzy Jeff's points are coming from J Bob. Still got 2. Sorry. Yeah, still got 2 McLaren, Conrad and Lily White. Safety car's doing another lap twig because J Bob hasn't caught up, even though he's not even in the car. So when the safety car crosses, we're only going to have 3 laps left of the Australian Grand Prix. What a race. We've had great races this week.
We have. We've had some brilliant races.
This is what league racing is about.
J Luke is currently AI. Oh no, all good. God, we're gonna have 3 laps of madness.
Yeah.
Both of our predictions are out the window.
Yep. Absolutely. Did say it one way, so I got one right.
I'll let you have that one.
Interview is going to be very interesting, depending on what happens. Lego Minecraft is 6. He's going to get some points from LRB. Not many, but you get 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 so far. See if there'll be any overtakes with 3 laps to go. I'm sure there will be, depending on what they are and who they are. Yeah, only 8 drivers actually in their cars now out of 18. I can't wait to see some of the clips of the drivers as well, as the safety car is now in. And when J-Luke crosses the line, we will have 3. What's going to happen in those laps, we don't know. There will be 3 laps to go, and whatever happens will happen. According to Twig, if he is correct, J-Luke and Conrad have 3 second of penalties. As long as Jay Frosher or James Owl or Joe or any of those can stay within that gap, they all have a chance of winning the Australian Grand Prix. J-Luke has the best chance now, though, of getting away as well as he can. Shall we get going then? For the last 3 laps of Australia, J-Luke presses his accelerator as best as he can, but Konski read that start, but he couldn't overtake him before the start-finish line, of course, that is rules. And, J-Luke goes wide to it! J-Luke goes wide at turn number 1, and that allows Conrad to take the lead of the Australian Grand Prix. Joe, wait, why have you all ignoring yellow flags? What is going on? I have no idea. But Williams can't play kick time. He spins J-Luke round at turn number 3. And J-Luke resets to a track, probably the best thing to do. And Lego is now P3. So Joey Williams spinning everywhere. Out of turn 5, nearly lost it there. And is this heavyweight going to hurt him a little bit, Twig?
It might do. It's really taking a toll. Jay Frotcher spun out on the last corner right before we even got going. And he's down to 7th, just moved up ahead of Jimmy Allen, who's struggling massively.
Weird. Conrad now leads, but he needs more than that to win this Grand Prix. If Joe doesn't have any penalties to it, Joe, I don't think he's won a race yet.
He picked up 5, didn't he? Ignoring yellow flags. So it's Lego Minecraft here at the moment.
Yeah, Joe's up 11th place as well. James is up 13. Maybe James can go up a few if he doesn't have a penalty. We'll find out. Conrad needs a bit more though out of his pace if he's going to secure this Grand Prix win. There are 2 laps to go. You can see the sun is just very vaguely coming into sight, but this rain is absolutely, I don't know how much, it's just a monstrosity to be honest.
And here goes Jay Frotcher.
Yeah, go on.
Going on the outside of Lily White, not totally side by side, so he's going to have to be patient. Look for the switchback, and he's going round the outside of the McLaren. And that's a wonderful move from the Racing Point, working his way back up.
Look at that. Lily White and Conrad, the 2 McLarens, have been going wide at turn 1. Oh no, it wasn't Conrad, sorry. Conrad taking, you know, Jay
Luke, yeah.
So Conrad, oh, Jay Frosher's just got into the wall on the left hand side. Has he got left down plate damage? No, he doesn't. He's okay for now. Conrad leads. Joe behind Lego in 3rd place. Jay Luke's 4th, Ferrari and James 5th. Frosher 6th, best of the rest is Lily. 1 lap 28. 1 more lap to go after this, as Lego nearly loses his back end out of turn 10.
Yeah, at the moment it is Lego's race to win. He's 1.5 seconds behind Conrad, who I believe has a 3-second time penalty, and Joe has a 5-second time penalty.
Who knows what's going to happen? Jimmy Allen is in P8, J-Bob and AKY are not even in their cars, so we're just concentrating on the top 8 at the moment. Conrad rooting down to turn number 15. He's got 2 cars very close behind him. One of them's Joe, one of them's Lego, and he's about to begin lap number 29 of 29. 1 more lap to go of what has been a fascinating Australian Grand Prix, as they normally are. Let's see if any of them go wide into turn 1. Conrad does okay, Joe doesn't do okay, and he's going to lose a place to Lego.
Oh, Lego's got a 3-second time penalty.
Oh no, wait. If Joe didn't do that, he might have... Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions, because I'm always wrong.
This is Conrad's to lose now.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Lego's got an 8/10 margin to fill. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. That's a Ferrari of Jimmy Allen going wide at turn 3. He's dropped behind AKY, but AKY is not in his car, so Jimmy Allen should have enough time to, in the next minute and a half, get back into P8 for what he deserves. AKY should never finish after Jimmy Allen. His driver's not even here. Gap to Conrad Twig is only at 7/10 of a second. I don't think an overtake will be done from now to the end, but we will see. Any late overtakes? Jay Frotcher.
Jay Frotcher's giving it a real go. He's really caught up to the back of James.
I don't know why he's not using 5 batteries, to be honest. Might as well.
He's absolutely gunning for him. Oh look, Conrad and Lego Minecraft.
Absolutely. Let's remain on board to the Grand Prix. Does this decide who wins the race? I have no idea. Lego tries for the outside line of turn 15, goes wide. Conrad should have just about the line to go, but wheel to wheel, and Lego has spun on the final corner, on the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix, and that might mean Conrad has won the Australian Grand Prix, and Jay Frotcher picks. Oh, James Allen, the Ferrari goes second as well. Well done to him with no penalties. Jay Frotcher third, Jay Luke fourth. AKY sits into 5th, but he won't have 5th because his driver wasn't there. And Lego Minecraft was spun on the final corner.
Wow.
It was wheel to wheel, but you know what happens in heavy rain? when you're wheel to wheel on a curb. One of you's going.
Wow, what a finish. He had to go for it. He had the penalty. He probably knew Conrad had the penalty.
He finished 8th, Twig. Oh, no, he had 11 seconds of pens anyway.
Oh,
Lego
wow.
had 11 seconds of pens.
Where
James
did he pick those
had
up from?
no penalties. Fastest lap is going to Toast, but he DNF, so I don't know if that drops to the next person.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does, but if it does, it is Conrad. 51 minutes of race. Look at that, Twig. James Owl, 18th to 2nd. Jay Frosher, 16th to 3rd. James Owl has had an absolutely superb, and so is Jay Frosher, race in Australia. I'm going to see if we can get James in for an interview, because that is incredible. And I don't even know what to say. What was that?
Well done to James Owl, who didn't even qualify, just turned up at the start of the race, started 18th, and has finished 2nd, and Frotcher as well started 16th and has finished 3rd. Brilliant from those two. And that is a real mix-up of a podium.
Yeah, wow.
I'm gonna try and suggest everyone in before they all disappear.
Wow.
That should have suggested James Isle. Who are the others? Conrad. And I've got Conrad. Who's the other guy? Jay Frotcher. Jay Frotcher's disappeared, so I don't have Jay Frotcher. If you... That was mental, to be fair. I've just suggested James Owl and Conrad. And I've also suggested Jay Frotcher. This is definitely a different podium. Very different podium to what we're used to.
I did invite them.
Yeah, no one seems to be joining us. So I mean, The general chat has pretty much gone straight back to the penalty system. Yeah, they're all sort of arguing some, I think. Oh, oh look, we've got a wild Conrad, a wild race winner with us.
I've got the last one.
Congrats, mate.
Was last corner my fault or not?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say the last corner was your fault. I think you were ahead. Lego was trying to get up the inside. I think
I started like 3 or 4 times on the street. No, well, literally before that. Don't tell me. I've got 10 seconds last week.
I don't think. Personally, I personally think it. I think it was a late sort of lunge for him to just try and grab the win, and it just.
It's you submit from stream. If he submits it, you submit from stream.
Yeah, it's in the stream. It's in the stream.
Yeah.
I got it perfectly, yeah.
Yeah, it's so stupid. If I didn't pen last week, I would have won that race. But on pen as well. It was last week, I would have.
Hello, James.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Are you racing, mate? How do you feel?
Shocked, to be fair.
Standing here, I got job next week.
You didn't even take part in qualifying. Started 18th, and you've come second.
After 3 safety cars and light and heavy, right?
Yeah, I just stuck to the strategy and kept it clean. Tried to avoid contact as best as possible.
Well, yeah, the main reason you finished second was for no penalties, so congratulations.
We got time.
Oh, sounding like garlic.
Yeah, Conrad, your mic is really struggling, mate. No worries. No worries, as always.
Thank you.
Well, Conrad's gone. LRB, you crashed out, didn't you?
Well, I'm surprised you didn't hear me scream when it happened.
Oh, was that you? Yeah, I heard that outside.
Yeah.
Mate, there was a lot, even qualifying. So many people crashed out in qualifying.
I mean, this is just this league now. It's a bit of a joke. I mean, I don't know if you've been in the Discord, but Minnie's left, Toast has left.
What, they've just literally left just now?
Yep. I mean, there's no progression. It's the same every week, so as far as we're concerned, we're off.
Oh, okay. So there's a revolt going on.
Basically, I mean.
Well, how could you do that to James? James has just come in, got a second place, and now you're all leaving.
Well, I don't know.
No, I do see where everyone's coming from. I do understand everyone's frustrations.
The worst thing is that we tried to get the change at the start of the season, and Lee and whoever the admins were back then rejected it. And bear in mind, it was Minnie that started, that proposed the idea of using the in real life tools. So, and they said no to that. So Minnie's gone. And especially when we put a straw poll up on with the ideas and help section bit. And Richard's already wrote that off, so nothing's happened, so we're creating a new league.
Creating a new one?
Yeah, I mean, we've always got 12 people in, so... We've even got Drofty, James, you might know him. We probably will know him. We've even got him in as well. He used to be an old driver, which was the Lego of last season, basically.
Let me guess, you got Chungi back in as well?
Maybe.
That's a yes. Of course, Chungi's back in. Oh well, I mean, it was an entertaining race on our side. There's plenty of safety cars. I think most of them were correct, but the one for Mini was very late. Like so late. I was really confused why it had come out, and then I've sort of linked it back to Mini. So, but yeah, at least I think you're still in the lead, aren't you? Even if you're not in the league, I think you're still in the lead.
I spent the last half of the race just looking through all the clips, so I don't know.
You were that bored,
I didn't watch the race, and I've only came in at the end just to get the screenshots so I can do the stats, but am I really going to do it? Like, can I really be bothered?
Well, anyway, chaps, congrats, James, on the second place. We don't know if there's gonna be a race next week, but at least you're going out on a high if there isn't one.
Actually, I've had zero practice whatsoever.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Were you? Did you know you were gonna miss quali, or?
Yeah, because I've got competitive programs last games at like 5 to 10.
Ah, okay. So sometimes you get in, sometimes you don't.
I literally just was clicking load when they said ready up.
Ah, gutted. Well, not gutted really. You finished second, so it's worked out. Maybe you should do it more often.
Yeah, well, with the potential win, because Conrad's apparently got a 10-second penalty.
Oh dear.
I'll take second from last.
Oh, congrats, mate. Congrats. It was good to see. It was good to see you and Jay Frotcher come from the back. And it's nice to have a different podium for once as well. We've literally seen Lego Minecraft finish first for the past like 4 races, and yeah, don't get me wrong, he's fast, but it's nice to have a mix and a new voice. So but congrats, and maybe I'll see you two next week. Maybe I won't. Might be. I might be jobless.
I mean, there might be an opportunity.
Oh, might be. I'm not even getting a role in the other one.
You never know.
You heartless bastard. Right. Anyway, fellas, I'm going to say goodnight. Have a good evening.
I'll try.
See you later, lads.
See you in a bit.